All right, so here's the Silverado. It's got some dingy little tail lights on it. You know, she's all original, clean title. Got it from the original owner. Need some little things like the radio don't work. Headlights, tail lights are dingy. Grandpa stance. Part of me is like, should just need a stock vehicle that's not flashy, that I could drive around, no problems. Don't have to worry about nobody stealing it. But you know that never happens. All right, so it always happens like this. You get a new project, and then you go on Facebook Marketplace and you find a deal that's too good to be true, and now you got wheels. So what do you do next? Stay tuned. All right, so we got the KMCs home. They are 17 by, I believe, 9.0 offset. And they're wrapped in 285/70/17, which is pretty close to what's on the truck right now. So ended up getting a smoking deal on Marketplace for these. I paid $1,400 with tires. So we're in the truck at $2,000 and now $1,400 for the wheels and tires. All right, so I wholeheartedly intended to keep this truck stock. I was like, you know what, I should just keep it original. Nice grandpa looking truck, you know. Nobody will mess with it, not flashy. But that went out the window really quick when I went online, and all this stuff was really not that expensive. So for just over $900, we got the Rough Country 4.5 suspension lift. It was only it was a little bit lower than that, like $500 or $600, but I opted for the V2 Rough Country shock absorbers, mono tubes, and they look really good. They look really nice. They look like quality components. So hopefully they hold up well. Hopefully they're not just fancy looking. Came with the rear lift for the back, rear blocks, U-bolts. Also came with the springs. These things are beefy. So this is a 4.5 total lift kit. We'll give it 4.5 lift up in the front. And then I also opted to get the KSP upper control arms. As you can see, so this would be the flat, and then it kicks them out like that much, so that way when you drop the when you get the spring in there, it's going to give the upper control arm the proper geometry. So I opted to get those. Those were just over $200. And then of course, what's really bothering me is these dingy lights. So I opted for the next generation style lights. So give it a little updated, nice look, nice clear, nice bright look, and then also new headlights for the front. So give it a nice clear, nice look. So that's what we got for the outside aesthetics so far. The spindles, which is part of the lift kit, still hasn't got here, so I'm waiting on that. So we'll go ahead and get the lights installed and check back with you. All right. Much better. Perfect. All right, so this is what we have here for suspension. If you look in there close, I'm glad that I got the upper control arms, not only because the bushings are cracked, but you can tell here when you look at it, you can see that with the drooped suspension, that we got quite a bit of angle right there. This is facing this way and this is facing this way. So that's going to correct the geometry issue that it has there. So we'll go ahead and start getting it taken apart. The good news is it looks like the brakes were replaced not too long ago. But we'll go ahead and start getting it taken apart. Alright, so as you can see, we got it all stripped out. We'll probably take the extra step and go ahead and clean it up here. Clean everything up a little bit, make it look a little bit better than it does. See, good thing we're replacing these because ball joint stuff won't need to replace. Springs got quite a bit of miles, so they're probably worn. So that's what she looks like, all torn apart. Now we got to get to the other side. All right, so as you can see here, we got it all pressure washed. We got it all cleaned up. So cleaned off all the undercarriage, everything underneath there. So that's probably going to wrap it up for day one here. I might do a few other things. I did get the taillights fully installed. Not sure. Probably not going to be able to see those. But did get the taillights fully installed. Still got to get the headlights. I didn't put the headlights in when I did the taillights because I didn't have the bulbs yet. So the bulbs came. So maybe I'll get those installed tonight. And then maybe work on start getting that trim off the side of there. But until then, we got it all stripped out. And we got everything ready for the for all the parts tomorrow. Oh, and the other thing is the spindles didn't come. Everything for the lift came except for the spindles. So that was kind of odd. So yeah, we'll resume day 2 tomorrow. All right, we are back for day 2. And as you can see, we still got no suspension. Unfortunately, when they shipped all of the kit, as I said earlier, they didn't ship the spindles. So those could possibly be on back order, and that could be a total hitch in my giddy up here. So I still have lots of stuff that I can move forward on. I did jack up the back. I pressure washed out all the back. I'm not sure if I'm going to install the full 2-inch lift that they gave me. I'm noticing now that those springs do look a little de-arced. But anyways, I'm not going to put the full 2-inch lift that they gave me, I don't think. If I do, I'll probably just put a 1-inch block. So I still got to put the rear shocks on. I still have to remove these. Oh, and last night I pre-wired up and I assembled the radio and the radio install kit. So I got all the wires. Everything's all pre-wired. So this one makes some little static noise, and then the knobs are missing, so why not? And unfortunately, it's just shy of a double DIN size, and they make a half DIN conversion, and it was like $400. And we're trying to do everything like budget-wise, so I picked up this radio. It was $80. The install kit was $30. So for 100 and something bucks, I can at least get something that works. And mainly, I'm only going to use the Bluetooth function on my phone anyway, so all that fancy CarPlay shit, you really don't need it. And got a surprise coming. Hopefully we'll get that going for this because this is just nasty. So yeah, maybe get rid of that. A little surprise there. We got our dash mat reinstalled. We got our window looking good. And then again, both of our tail lights all dialed. Like I said, this truck was very well maintained. It's got brand new brakes on the back. Recently, I mean, not brand new, but you can tell that they were recently replaced. And it's not original equipment. And yeah, looking a lot better. We kind of juiced that up a little bit, made it look a little bit better. Maybe put a few more coatings on it. But oh yeah, the other thing is our headlights. So we got our nice headlights. And the one thing we didn't have, we have here about, it's like, this here is probably like, I think 100, over 100 probably, in just high quality LED bulbs. Replacing everything with LED. The front headlights, all LED. So we'll have all new bulbs in there. And then I forgot to get all the ones for the back. So I ordered all 3 bulbs. I ordered 2 reds, LEDs, and then 1 clear for the backup. So yeah, let's get into it. We'll probably get this while we're waiting. Hopefully the spindles come today. So while we're waiting, we'll get this radio installed real quick while I'm all clean, and then we'll probably move on to the headlights, get the headlights installed, and then if the spindles still aren't here, we'll possibly start working on heating up and pulling off this ugly faded trim here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh yeah, one more thing. We're gonna probably get some black spray paint and go in here and kind of detail this out and just give it a quick little fluff and buff, so that way when we put everything on here, it looks good. I should have done the tie rods and the lower ball joints, lower control arms. I didn't know how bad they were, but I should have known that they're not that great. So those will be coming in the near future. That's something that I can just do some quick bolt-ons. So we'll get that done in the near future. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so just as luck would have it, I tried to plug it all in, plug and play, and it don't work for some reason. And I did notice it did have aftermarket speakers. It did have a nice subwoofer, has an amp behind the seat, but because it had the factory head unit, somebody backtraced all the wires. So I'm assuming those are all the speaker wires, and then they tapped back in and backfed the signal to the amp. And then they have this thing here, which is some kind of, I don't even know, man. This thing looks like fucking cheese dick. I don't like it at all. So now I'm like, okay, for some reason I plugged it in, it won't work. I plugged the old radio back in. Now it says something about lock. I think it's a security lock. So shit, now I have to go through one by one and see which speaker is which. Just my fucking luck. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Fuck. All right. Just wanted to tap back in and show you what I was working with, trying to get rid of the factory radio down there. All right. If it's not one thing, it's another, guys. It never goes perfectly according to plan. You know, it's usually like, oh yeah, it'll be like a 5-minute job, and then that's why a lot of times when you ask people, you know what I mean, well, hey, how much would it cost me to do this? I seen you do it to yours. It looked really easy. Well, you know, every car's got a different story, and you don't know until you get into it, man. And now I got a full day's worth of work on a 5-minute job. So guys got to be understanding. Sometimes if you don't do this stuff yourself, and you have to pay somebody to get it done. So yeah, that's why it's always better just do it yourself. And you got to overcome, man, all these things, especially buying something, you know, getting something for a good deal. It's not a problem. I'll fix it, but it's just a little setback. So we'll get it handled. We'll be back. All right. So obviously, it's all working. So what we had to do is we had to go in and retrace all of the wires, and we had to hardwire it because the way that they had it double backed into this guy, it was a mess. And some of them, it looked like, I think a couple of them were crossed. So I went ahead and redid everything. It's hardwired now, so with good quality crimp connections. And now next time when you have to do it, you have to just cut it down here, right about here, and then wherever, and put the new harness in. But that should be good for now. It's working, and just got to connect the RCAs, and then yeah, everything should be good. But yeah, it was about a full day's worth of work. We got this junky whatever this freaking thing was, we got that out of there, and yeah, so we're all good now. Now we can resume, put the dash back together, and move on to something else. So still didn't get our spindles today, so that might put us back another day on the whole deal. So just chugging along. Good thing I found that on the radio, and I got that taken care of today, so that was nice to get that out of the way. So all right, on to the next thing. All right, so we got the nice headlights and front corner lights installed. There's the old one. There's the nice shiny new one. And then let's go ahead. Let's check out the bulb arrangement I did. So we turn the headlights on. Got the side marker. Got the headlight. Then you got the running light. I changed the signal from right here to in here because I like the way that looks when it's running with the offset there. And then for fog lights, since we don't live in the country, I don't really use brights. I have these for fogs. Use my high beams and those for fog lights. So that looks pretty good. Eventually I'll do the upgrade to where when I turn the high beams on, both of them come on. So yeah, looks pretty good. Let's just keep moving on it. More and more and more. We got the you probably can't see it too much, but we got the dash all back together. I installed an LED bulb up there. Some more of my LED stuff came in. And yeah, just plugging away on it. Unfortunately, today, the spindles did not come in. So in order to proceed, I really need those spindles, because then I can button up the upper control arms. Then I can mount the spindles and compress that spring and put it all together. But we got a slight delay, so we'll have to wait for that stuff to come in. So yeah, we'll keep plugging away at it. We'll get this other side installed, and looks good. Big improvement. All right, we're on day 4, and unfortunately the spindles are still MIA. So we've been just keeping busy, like I said, with all the other stuff that we had to do. We got the tail lights installed. Tail lights look good. We got the headlights installed. Made a world of difference. All the LED bulbs installed. And big surprise, we found a decent shape hood. It looks a lot better than the one we have. It has a little dent right there, but other than that, it's in a lot better shape than what we got, and that'll make it look a lot better. So Just been plugging away, keeping busy while we're waiting for those spindles to show up. Starting to get a little bit worried, but let's keep it moving. All right, so it is Sunday, the following week. These spindles have been all over. I don't know how they got separated from the other shipment, but it ended up, these went to Ohio, these went to Illinois. They went all over the place. So they finally made it here. Said they weren't supposed to be here until Tuesday. Then it said Monday. Then it said it would be here on Monday, and then showed up today on Sunday. So anyways, let's get the lift installed and finished. I did end up picking up a few more things. I did get a muffler for the truck. I wasn't going to do a muffler on the truck just yet, but I am going to do a muffler. And then one of my favorite pieces of this build, the Missoula rear bumper. So we're going to eliminate all the factory rear bumper, tow package, spare tire, all of that stuff, and install the Missoula rear bumper. I wasn't going to put it on quite yet. I was going to do that a little bit later on. I was going to keep the stock bumper for a while, but I got bored while I was waiting for these and ended up spending a little bit more money on that. And then I also found a hood that's the same color as a truck. I ended up getting the hood for $100, and as you can see through the window, that one is really bad. So this one has a little tiny dent on the other side, but it's a lot better than that one, so anything's better than that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll start, we'll get that front suspension installed, wrapped up. I already got these pulled off. I got to get all the goopy stuff off, but I want to wash it before I start. I don't want to scratch paint into it. And then, yeah, so we got it all painted, detailed, everything looking good. So let's go ahead and get it assembled. All right, so we got all of our suspension components laid out. These Rough Country spindles look very good, very beefy. This coil springs, basically all the Rough Country lift consists of is the spindles, the coil spring, and the shocks. These shocks, I opted for the quality ones. You have to mount them a certain way. I got the upper control arms also from KSB to adjust the ball joint angle. So those ones are better too. And yeah, so the Rough Country stuff's quality. I actually have a 03 Suburban that we put the cheap Amazon spindles on, and those have held up substantially well for quite a while. So I'm actually going to get another set of these to put onto my Suburban, so that way have some beefier ones, because these look good. So we'll see. Hopefully the ride quality is decent on these. If not, you can always change out the shocks. But the arms look really good. Greasable joints, replaceable. And yeah, there it is all laid out. So let's get it installed. right, we got the other side all together. Everything was pretty straightforward. So everything looks all complete. We still need to get some new tie rods, probably get some new hubs, some new brake lines, steel braided brake lines, some more upgraded items later on down the road, but that's good for right now. Alright, so first impressions on the drive. It drives really smooth. It's already settling in. You can feel it. It was really stiff when I first set it down, but it'll obviously settle in. But the shocks feel really, really well. I opted, again, for the V2 shocks. And, you know, I didn't see any of the reviews on this kit, any of the YouTube videos, until after I bought the kit. Then I went searching and saw a few reviews. And I saw one of the guys, I guess he had a bad experience with the shocks. He was saying that he would never run rough country on his vehicle again. And I was like, well, you only had a problem with the shocks. The main part of the lift is the spindles and the coils, which those are excellent quality. So, I mean, ride's really good. It's not jarry. It's rides smooth. Now I only have the front shocks on right now. I still haven't done the back, but it rides really smooth. So we'll go through I mean, I was expecting it to be a little bit rougher than this, but it actually feels really, really well. Time will tell on the on how long they last. You know, the seals and everything, but for the most part, we'll see if we can get to this green here. We'll get the train tracks and a little. Yeah, this is all pretty. This part's smooth. But before that has a little bit of the train tracks always. It's smooth. This is a little bit of a dip. Yeah. Ride's really smooth. Front end feels great. First impressions, I'm very happy with it. Rough country lifts, not bad at all. We'll give it a review after a certain amount of time, you know, and we'll see how long it lasts for. But we still got some other things to do. We got the rest of that goop off this side, and that tape from the trim, and we got to trim the front bumper. We got to get that Missoula rear bumper on, and maybe we'll save that for the next video. We'll go ahead and do a walk around of the truck, show you how it looks, and then we'll save that for the next video. This one kind of got drug on with the time it took to get the spindles shipped and everything. I was able to get it buttoned up all day Sunday yesterday. Today's Monday morning, so those spindles were a big holdup for me. But yeah, overall, really satisfied with it. Drives really smooth. These V2 shocks that I opted for seem to ride as advertised. Very smooth. I don't know how it's going to run off-road, but we'll go ahead and get a review of that coming up as well. But yeah, go ahead and check out what it looks like on the outside. Alright, so it's been a couple days. Truck settled down. It's looking really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I had a chance to take a trip in it. I put about 200 miles on the truck, drove it from Orange County to San Diego, all highway speeds, 70, 75, 80. Truck handles absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that I opted for the V2 shocks. Rough country lift feels really, really good. I did see some negative reviews, and I installed my shocks correctly. I got decent tires, and yeah, truck ride's absolutely amazing. I still haven't even put the rear shocks on yet. Still have a little bit more to do with the rear, so we'll save that for the next episode. But for now, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out and the looks of it and the way it drives and feels. But we got a few more things to do. So if you like this one, comment down below. Tell me what your favorite part of it was. If you have any questions about the setup, anything, let me know. But yeah, thank you for watching this one. We'll go ahead and end this one out, and then you go ahead and pick back up on the side quest Silverado dream truck build, because this thing's turning out to be everything I ever wanted. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.